Hey everybody, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Tegan, and you're watching us again on Spinner.
It's so hard to say because there was so much meat of the fact that probably this wasn't even good, like that this case might be a waste, or that it might actually hinder the process that's happening with so many gay rights groups. And I remember reading tons about it when it first happened. But it's monumental. It's huge. It certainly sets a precedent. Obviously, it's far from over, and it's just one state, and it's not in stone. It doesn't mean that people can go rush and get married. So there's tons of work to be done, but it was certainly positive.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys celebrate?
You know, we just actually found out right before we were going on stage in Philly, and it was definitely on my mind.
That was on my mind.
It was definitely on my mind. We dedicated a song to the judge, and the crowd cheered, so that was cool that people even had an awareness of what was going on.
Absolutely. I think that's probably the most exciting part, is just how many people, you know, were out on the Honda Civic tour, and like, not that people wouldn't know, but
generally people with Honda Civics.
Gosh, they're jerks. You never know. So no, but there's just so many people. We're like our own world out here. You know what I mean? There's like over 100 people on tour, and everybody is just ripping through everything, getting ready for the show, and it was just so cool to see. Like, everyone was walking around. Like, all the crew guys at dinner were like, "You hear about Prop 8? That's good news, huh?" And it could be because we're like the Gaylords on the tour, that everybody's like, "Go over to the Gaylords and tell them congratulations." It was like our win, but I thought it was a great day for America too. I thought it proved a lot, which is the tides are turning, and I loved. There was a really great article that came out. I think it was on the Daily Beast or something, about how a lot of what the judge had said too was really like said in like a feminist sort of way too. Like, it's this idea that traditional female and male values and roles are changing in America as well, and that this traditional picture of a man and a woman getting married is changing as well, and that the idea that they're making this more about like people can choose however they want to unite themselves. So anyway, I thought it was really neat. Yeah, this year Sarah and I are releasing a vinyl collection of all of our records, as well as a special edition. It's only available in the collection of 8 demos dating back to 2004 that we also put on vinyl. So it's the first time you'll hear any of those demos, but it's also on vinyl, which is really cool and special piece. And we've been doing vinyl for a lot of years. We signed to Neil Young's record label, so their whole culture around there is like, they really respect records, but they also respect the idea of vinyl. And so the resurgence of cool, vinyl coming out this year and last year, like, obviously all of a sudden people are really into vinyl, and we've been talking a lot with people at indie record stores, and it's helping them survive, actually, like, because all of a sudden they have this thing that you can't download. So people are really getting into it, and Warner approached us about doing a big box set and putting it all in one place, and we love that idea. So it's on pre-order until August, I think, 10th, and if you pre-order it, you get a special signed poster in the package, and then after that it'll just be available online and in some record stores. So she approached us. We sort of know each other, obviously mutual fans of each other's bands. I've been lucky enough to see her perform live, and we've also seen all of her films. We think she's hilarious, and we heard that she was doing this music project, so she sent us lyrics, and we wrote music, and we went into the studio and recorded it, and it was really fun. And the list of collaborators, I mean, it's really amazing. We've never had an opportunity to be on records with like John Bryan and Ben Lee and Andrew Bird, and there's so many. It's such a neat idea, and she's actually a really great singer, and she's a good musician too. She's going to take it out on the road and tour it, and yeah, it was a really cool fun experience. Yeah. It's something that we're definitely considering. Certainly when we were talking about the vinyl collection, we talked about putting those songs out. I mean, it's not like, we will release them, I think, at some point. I think all the songs turned out really amazing, but I also am like, do we want to put that out there and be judged and rated and graded? And I don't know if we want to go for reviews of it. Like, it was songs we wrote in a rehearsal spot. I think that's why there's probably so many people asking about it, is because they want to hear this very, very, like, rudimentary Tegan and Sara, and so there is that instinct for me, like, that we should share that with our fans, especially the diehard fans. So we'll find some way to put it out eventually. It's also like, the label, having to negotiate with them. We're under contract for certain things, and so if we're throwing in anything else, it's sort of like extra. So kind of have to. There's the work around it that'll have to happen first, but the songs are neat. There's definitely a sound to them, and I definitely think, you know, we want people to hear what we came up with. So.